Connie Mason, and this is my Dharma talk on the Yoga Pradipika. The Pradipika is a text which was compiled in the 15th century by Svatmarama, and it is a treatise on Hatha Yoga. Up until this time, yoga was very much a meditative practice. So the Pradipika took quite a new direction for yoga because it introduced physical practices as a means of attaining spiritual liberation. So the goal was not particularly different, but it was just that the method had changed. In the Pradipika, there are 4 main chapters on each of the main facets of the practice of Hatha Yoga. And I am going to provide a few quotes by various scholars which are in the public domain. And I'm going to begin with a quote on asana. Being the first accessory of Hatha Yoga, asana is described first. It should be practiced for gaining steady posture, health and lightness of body, so we are told in the Pradipika. It then goes on to describe 15 asanas, all of which we continue to practice today. And just as an example, Gomukhasana, or the cow face pose, Virasana, hero, Matsyendrasana, our spinal twist, Dhanurasana, or bow pose, Paschimottanasana, our seated forward fold, and of course Shavasana, the corpse pose. The second chapter describes the practice pranayama and kriya. And the Pradipika says of pranayama, so long as the breathing or the air stays in the body, it's called life. Death consists in the passing out of the air. It is therefore necessary to restrain the breath, and that's what the practice of pranayama attains. It is practiced as a means of cleansing the nadis, and as is the practice of kriya, a means of cleaning various parts of the body. And one of the practices I'm going to describe to you, it's not something we do a lot today, but it's the passing of the cord through the passage of the nose, which is taken, and the end of which is taken out of the mouth. This is called netikama. And the instructions are very detailed. The cord's to be made of threads and about 6 inches long. And as I said, the specific purpose of this practice is identified in the Pradipika as being the cleansing of the brain. The third chapter is that of mudras or seals and bandhas, an example being the Jalandhara bandha, which requires the contraction of the throat and pressing of the chin firmly against the chest. And this also is described in great detail. The last chapter, and of course the final goal of the practice, is the attainment of samadhi through the use of sacred sound. And I found inspiration in the following quotes from the Pradipika. The mind, captivated in the snare of nada, gives up all its activity, and like a bird with clipped wings, it becomes calm at once. So the use of sound and the vibration associated with it is effective in creating a pathway to samadhi. And another quote which I found inspirational: as salt being dissolved in water becomes one with it, so when Atma and mind becomes one, it is called samadhi. So Hatha Yoga has been adopted in the West, oftentimes as a form of physical fitness. However, when it's accompanied by the other facets of the practice, which is offered to us in the Pradipika text, Hatha Yoga provides even more. It provides a means of gaining spiritual liberation. Thank you.